let me just go grab a quick cup of coffee and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. I have absolutely no idea what any of this is. Super blind, you know, so should be fun. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas, sensitive, very psychological, magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Oh, dude, that's me. That's literally me. Call that guy Ryan Gosling. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Why don't I just make my own character? What? Raw brain power? How smart you are? Psyche? Sensitivity? How emotionally intelligent? So, I will do my best to keep this, I am genuinely awful at being, relatively, empathetic, so I'm gonna keep that down there as low as possible. Physique, your musculature, how strong I am. Do I want to be agile though? Intellect, raw brain power. I don't want to do like an average character though. Like when Doc Mitchell just doesn't say anything remotely cool about you because you're just a bozo. So, I would rather have strength than agility. So let me max that out. That sounds like a fun character. Can I pick my... oh my goodness. What do I do here? I have two. Two what? Bro, what is this game? Go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs? Ooh. No. Flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs. Who's gonna hurt me? I think I should pick a skill, a signature skill inside here, right? Try it. Oh, okay. No, I don't want that. I guess I'll do that. The furries. No, JK.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Ancient reptilian brain told us.
Ever.
Oh, okay.
Never, ever.
Okay, but
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
what?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Fuck it, let's go.
There. No ball of meat. No light in the formless nothing. Just night swimming. I know you do, baby. I know. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef? Yes, your one disco mother. There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball. Infinitesimally small. Infinitesimally You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open.
I just got real messed up. What's the big deal? Why am I having some sort of like insanely... Oh my god, is this me? Do I have to walk? I click to walk? Okay. What's he got? The magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Okay. What is the bathroom? Jesus Christ, bro! I live like this. Well, water bill's gonna be a little expensive. Oh, hold tab to highlight.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Jesus
Hot
Christ.
water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, behold,
Hey, I'm good looking.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
It's an expression of pain. Nah, bro, I'm gonna stick to my guns.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Fuck it. This is a white check. You may retry it. Okay, am I rolling?
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay. TY, bro, thanks. Can I turn off the water, or I'm just gonna run that bill up? Who cares? On my jacket. Disco ass blazer. Actually, he's got that pants. Dude, I look fucking
You
tight.
hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it.
This door.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. What do you mean? Assess the
Fail.
damage. How would you do that? What are you even trying to do? The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Okay, sweet. Bad. Can I open this now? Surely I can't lock my door with a key on the inside. Okay, I guess I can. This real tape player still on, rolling empty. Okay, what is this? Ooh. Put it on. Oh, there's my tie up here. How did they get that? How
This
did that-
fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? You can take it. Just breathe in slowly. This is not a real heart attack. This is a joke. It's probably just your lungs or your esophagus. The esophagus does practically nothing.
Okay.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. Oh no, it's happening again. You didn't catch it, and now there's a numbness in your left arm. Plus, heart. You can take this one too. Just breathe in slowly.
Am I dying,
None
bro?
of these is a real heart attack. This is such a joke. You should probably just exercise more. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photo. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. The lights are off.
You know what, bro? Fuck it. I don't need to walk out here with a tie. Alright. Y'all can kiss my ass. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. What is this? Is this a hat? Some shoes. One shoe. That's. Where's my other shoe? God damn it. Can't turn this around. Can I hit inspect? I look like a mess, bro. Do I have money? What do I do? What day is it? Oh, what's up, baby girl?
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this
You've been
time?
here for 3 days. On official... Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop? Who in the right mind would let me? I should be going out. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. A very low 3%. Let's roll the dice. Come on.
The words have already left your mouth.
Oh, wow. That's really hilarious.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again. No. You see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Freddy, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
Nah, you never say that, bro. Come on now. I'm not sure I'm a cop at all. Sure don't remember being one.
Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory? In that case, I think I might have a premonition for you. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Wait, what?
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Right on. Looks like she left a nice long stub. It's still smoking. Pick it up. Pick it up. Who's this? Knock, knock, knock. Hello. I see the rest of the map? Oh, dude, I can just walk normally with my WASD? Okay. Okay, so pick it up. Look at it. God damn it. What is this? 40 cents and change. Real? What does that mean? Oh, I didn't mean to leave. Oh, it's just a balcony. Ooh, what is this? It's my other shoe! Put that bitch on, brother. Who even wears an outfit? I mean, who wears a tie with this outfit? You really look dope as hell without it. Can I sprint? I can. Oh my god, I forgot. I'm like...
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub. Still, how very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that, a carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all.
I should enthusiastically do that.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man, a mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils.
Honestly, yeah, that is
Plus,
cool.
smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Alright, bet. This is the weekend edition. Okay. Mother. Oh my goodness. Oh, do I just have to click on it? Skill points. Okay. Uh-oh.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
Easy failure? Dude, I have not passed any skill checks. Except like the one I really spec'd into.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Alright, bro.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Dog, so who cares? Like... Like, what? So who's Sylvie, bro?
She just, you know...
Okay, bet, bro. You know, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You upset me. I don't like you. I'm sorry. I'm
A
ableist, bro.
bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize He's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area, now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Okay, cool. But we gotta get the body, so inspect active. What the hell? In the backyard? Okay, well, can I have a map for that? Doesn't look to be like the back. I should not run, oh my god. Where's the backyard? Is it in here? Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. 1600. Alrighty, let's leave.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershaw. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
Kid just throwing rocks. Oh my god.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Oh, thanks, man.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthful.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects. making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces, you will see.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now? What's the matter? Kuno's got you cornered. Nothing to say. Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man. You wouldn't believe the pussy Kuno tears up.
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon.
Bro, what is going on?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Bro, that's not a boy. You know what, bro? Better.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. As you breathe
Let's
in,
go.
the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Your muscles tense up. The vision in your dead angle darkens. You feel the sudden urge to push your hand into his soft gut. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Uh-oh, come on now.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for the red hat thing.
I hear you talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
Fuck you, Kuno.
You wanna fuck me, huh? You wanna fuck the Kuno?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring and the guy's a total vitupaz.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward,
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal! What's wrong with you, asshole? Why is he letting go, Kuno?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by pulling on the deceased foot?
a small bell-like sound fills the air. Like suddenly your biceps coil up, your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and
We should have a look at that belt before we even consider taking him down. It looks worrisome.
the hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Extremely. Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt, buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Then you should ask me the first moment we get. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination?
Oh my
of the
god.
cadaver? We might...
The cadaver slowly twists. An intricate web of blue lines stretches
get
across
him
the
down.
torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
The pattern does not stir patriotic or religious sentiment in you. What it does is speak to the wounded, limping animal, the male in particular, unable to communicate in anything more than grunts. It's impossible to tell if its advice is right or...
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The corpse looks right through you as you distance.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but the cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
There's no question. There's only cutting. How hard can it be?
I don't doubt your physical prowess, officer, but that's aircraft-strength material, and we do not have a secure platform to perform the procedure. The risk of acrobatic failure is one we cannot take. We must not become comedy for the locals.
The fuck have you got against comedy pigs?
Climb up there and saw the branch? I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect.
Confirmed. It's unsafe. But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Someone else? You mean like the police? Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Okay, so let's just do this.
Climb up there and... I don't trust that ladder. Honestly, clown cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children report cop...
Fuck yeah, climb that shit, monkeys!
See, you're only making them do those things less.
Yes, we should use acrobatics as the very last option, after we've tried.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring multiple parts I've ever seen.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent... Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. and about to explode.
There's a strong buildup of gases, yes. Rigor mortis becoming livor mortis. He'll be fully limp by tomorrow. I don't think he'll explode. I hope not. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck are you saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe. I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death. I agree. Totally dead. Absolutely.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He's...
Yes, we do. Okay. They do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there... Okay. Let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to... Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
From the gates.
To the gates. Let's fight, I say.
Can I go back to,
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is
Okay, so we're not going up that ladder because this guy's a bozo. Like, can't we just go ask someone else for a ladder or some stupid shit? Like...
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the print. 5. Another standard work boot. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world, 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44.
How many?
400 million.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? 200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up?
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
That's a lot, dude. Holy shit. That's like what? Fuck. That's like 400 pounds.
Possibly, yes. Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? You're right. Let's keep a low profile. A week, maybe? 7 days would feed the...
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place.
What do I think? A mob of... Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Okay. Well, these bozo kids aren't gonna tell us anything, so...
Call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
So where are we going? Let me quick save. I don't think I saved at all. Oh, duh, I need a city map to figure out where I'm at. Okay. What up, kid?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Oh, wow, I'm that dumb.
You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir, I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register, or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
The gale wind blows in from the coast, a wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of brick and mortar. Somewhere, a clamour rings through the honeycomb of classrooms. Remorse, the parquet of assembly halls, the rows of stall bars are growing cold. The corridors stand empty. A girl's voice somehow finds its way through this strange feeling. You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few moments. You only hear.
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful.
Was I really not
That's
paying
how you get
attention
ahead
to
in
this
life.
girl?
You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed. Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Ass up.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to...
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Can I just, like, leave?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were asking about famous people.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Nah, later. Jesus Christ. I just need a Fallout goodbye, you know. Done talking, goodbye. What up?
Welcome to Crime,
Oh
Romance,
my
and
goodness
Biographies
gracious,
of Famous
you
People.
are a character.
My
huh?
name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy any?
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types.
Oh. What do I... There's like
The
nothing...
display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring "This is entirely, completely you." You have found the right books.
Oh, Man from Hjelmdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination. What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, The Man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Alright, well, I don't have money. I have 60 cents or pence or whatever this currency is. I don't know where I am. Was disco even a thing? Across the pond? $1.50. I don't think I know where I'm supposed to go.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the...
Pointing to the sea. Okay, so I'm not supposed to go this way. Bro, what if I'm not even a cop? You know? That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man's. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Alright. I could ask for a piece of his salami, but... oh my god. What's in my inventory? Nothing? I don't have shit. I can't sell anything if I don't want to. So how? Where am... bruh. Is it this way?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage. The name Sileng is embroidered over his
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are...
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang! Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, like there's no going back.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. Money is very...
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing it.
Sorry, detective.
Oh. I feel like I'm supposed to be talking to someone.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
Interesting.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines Group.
Okay,
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. I am glad you see it that way. To repeal the act would mean repealing the coalition government, the one that leases you the right to police West Revachol. But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board. In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
It sounds awful, dude.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Interesting.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is... Indeed, and a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers. Of course. How else can I help? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, you don't want to tell her that you drank like an ass load because that's not very professional. But the second option literally is also not professional. But I mean, it's a little bit more. It's better than this one.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge. Of course. But before we do, officers, let me be perfectly clear. The situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for all of us. Of course, Detective. Take care.
Okay, let's go grab that badge. OMG. So the dock is probably up north. That makes sense. That's where the strike is. Now I'm assuming this is his police car. It's atrocious to look at.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled the soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
Ten 2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over. 10-4. What's your status? Over. 10-18. 10-20. Over. 10-18. 10-20. Over. State your message, sir. Over. 10-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need...
10-22, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Is it him? What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh, goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you left...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone. You're...
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying? Yes! Over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it...
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Yes?
Where could my gun be? Find smokes and smoke. Wow. Okay, you know what? Let's go back inside. Let's talk to that broad. Oh my god, I hate you so much. Let's talk to the broad upstairs. See what she knows.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. Still no answer. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine. A terrible mistake. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost... The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's...
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
lock that up when no one comes in. Okay. Let's try it again.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a... You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. This door can only be opened as you hold the metal. You sense the warmth left there by her hand.
Bro, that is weird. Huh. Can I talk to you?
Yes? What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. What's there to say? It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here.
Gotcha.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than... I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary. The silence carries.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approach.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Are you kidding me?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here.
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective, I have everything. You? The body was behind the building, right? How do we get there?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard.
And how do we get there?
See that door there?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
Holy shit, this is funny.
That's true, yes, and it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead.
Watch out!
Did I kill this woman? I killed this woman.
Everything goes
back so soon. It was no accident. Those were disco moves from your spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are on if it comes off like that.
How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes screaming about me?
It doesn't look so, sweetie. Are you okay?
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
With your back against a cold, mosaic floor, you feel the pain recede. You just need to get up and dust yourself off.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Let's go.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Fuck everything, Hoboka.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages. He looks one with the table. It would take quite some on the counter, rolled out of his open hand. You see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Why the yelling, man? Wait, what? No, he was just sleeping. What do you want, officer? They got it. Measurehead's got it. He's guarding the gate.
The way he says Measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival. You should slay him.
Yeah, what about it? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
Jesus.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern? I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here.
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree man. He has friends, same as him, killers. There's only one thing they know well. Out. You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusion.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook.
Thank God, no. Brilliant. Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table.
Alright, let's talk to her.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
What?
What was with that fucking... Seemed neurological. Central nervous system's really banged up.
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't pry. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew.
Let's go.
Hire her on the spot.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that? From where I was standing, it looked like you were about to pull out 2 guns, but drew out 2... birdies instead. Well, I'm glad you weren't injured. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Dude, so there's like nothing in here? Nothing to do? That who upstairs is, that fucking who. Where's my badge? Goddammit, where's my badge?
Welcome to Revachol.
That's his name?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you...
Silence. The air between your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I don't know what this means. So this is me being racist, I'm assuming, right? Because I'm smiling at him.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples? Yeah, apples? I take it you had...
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
I'm gonna keep it about 50, bro. I think my partner here can kick you across the mouth, you know, and no offense, big dog, but you look like you're 260, no less.
If this guy's all the Occidentals have, well, let's just say he's not exactly ripped.
Oh, wow. Wow, I said that. I said that, kinda, sorta, if I understood correctly. I just called him fat. And that he's not superior to anyone because he's fat, but...
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kits are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Go right ahead. You may be a cop, but that won't help you avoid the calamity to come.
Lieutenant Kisaragi's stern expression remains unchanged. But you said not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks. Wriggled out of it.
No.
He's got a smoke right there, in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Can't have it. Evidence of what? I haven't done anything. I bet.
I want to fight him. I want to fight him.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help. No.
He's got a smoke right there.
It's my last one. Why would I do that? I'm an honest man. But, what, officer?
But I can't, because I'm an officer, but I want to kick his ass.
Sorry I couldn't be of it.
If I find my gun, I'm gonna shoot you. Shoot you right in your fat belly. What is this? Magnesium. Okay, cool. What is this? I cannot read that.
Scab? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union.
What's the matter with this wimp? Is he obstructing justice?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could convert to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Alright, let's go.
Sure.
Let's go kick his ass. I gotta kick someone's ass. Did you see? So this guy's got a bunch of broads. I'm just gonna walk right by you, big dog. Excuse me.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Your body does not betray your degeneracy. That's a lie. You're in great shape.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Am Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat. What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Things are not as bad as they look. Sure, you have high blood pressure from metabolizing heroic quantities of ethanol, but you are robustly built. You will survive.
I can see you were once an athlete, then deteriorated in your 20s. It is typical of your haplogroup. Let's blame the failed education system.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with you will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor. That is right. You should leave the stage of history. Bring your troops to the Simenine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When the walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break.
Did I kill him?
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harp. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring that. Oh God. Wrong move. Your head is in his hands, like a pair of forceps crushing you.
Where you at, bro?
You can feel every joint.
Say it. I am a degenerate drunk.
Take the pain, goddammit. At least take that. You were. But then you made a wrong move. And now your skull feels like it's about to crack. Even under the increased force on your skull, there is no pain. Just the sound of your own blood gushing in there, feeding your mind with oxygen.
You are a poor player of physical chess.
I just did it again.
Just like that, instinct took over. The man is... All you hear is a small gurgling sound. Don't wait. You've only got a millisecond. That fighting pose. Watch out.
360 back kick. Come on. Oh my goodness gracious.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Baby girl. Actually, let me open this. This looks like important. $1. Let's go. Bro, can you get out of the way, bro? What's this? Did you see me kick that guy's ass, bro?
Knocked him out good. Like the Flying Desperado. It's that really cool Flying Desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero. Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steps. So, what's on your mind this time? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by your ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do. Past was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk. There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here. Let's think of something else.
Right on. Oh my god. How do I... Where's the door? Where's the gate? Do I have to do that again?
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerinas.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead.
Let's talk about our right to work. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Ha! Couldn't handle us. Cause gives the workers. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authority.
Dude, I don't know. I don't care. Is that money? How do I get through? On God, Kachan. Oh, I have to go through the office, right? I'm so dumb. Is this the office? those shades on. Now I look badass.
On second glance, someone has...
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is hundreds of documents containing logistical data, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Couron, Coal City, La Delta, and it's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to look how blurry all the lines on these papers are, how unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist samurai. You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something. And
is that what you're doing with those photos over there? Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
The drawer slides.
Debatable.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike."
Why would I punch in? I don't work here. The fuck?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. There is a white rectangle clearly visible.
Yes, it was probably you. It does bear the RCM insignia, after all. The service cloak issued to you.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort.
Is my gun in here?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry, we are pretty...
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
Something about this man piques my interest, big dog. I think this can be a side thing. I'm a cop.
Fine, but let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
big house. Sitting up here. Cool. I'm gonna stop right here.